Hey y'all, welcome to On the Front Row with Faith. Today I'm here with Auburn gymnast Sara Hubbard.
Hey.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. You've got a busy schedule.
Of course.
Okay, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Kind of give a background story about you.
So I'm Sara Hubbard. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I was born and raised there my whole life. And then I did gymnastics all growing up and then came here. I've been here all 4 years and now I'm a senior.
Okay, tell me about how you got into competing. You've got a long line of athletes in your family.
Yes, so I feel like I've been competing ever since I was born. Like everybody in my family does sports. My grandma's whole side is a lot of swimmers. So we have a few Olympic swimmers. And then my cousin, he just retired from the NFL this year, but he played for the Bengals. And so everybody growing up did a sport. It wasn't really an option. It was kind of like, what sport are you going to do and what are you going to be great at? So both my parents did gymnastics. My mom always coached in college and my dad competed in college. So I was the only girl. So it was like I was going to do gymnastics. Yeah.
And has that kind of influenced, I guess, your mentality of competition and kind of how, you've set yourself apart from everybody?
I think so. I think especially having three brothers and everybody else was competitive, I never really knew how to not be competitive. Like people would be relaxed and I'd be like, well, we have to win. Like that was never really an option for me. I've always been that way.
Do you think you would have swam if you didn't do gymnastics, or was gymnastics kind of the only thing?
I did try to swim. So I actually could do all 4 strokes by the time I was 18 months old, and they thought I was going to be some great swimmer. And then I never grew, and my grandma was like, yeah, that's not going to work. So I had to do gymnastics.
You were stuck with
I was stuck.
gymnastics.
I was stuck down here.
So you've been doing gymnastics for forever. How has it taken a toll on your body?
It definitely has. So in high school, I've been doing it since I was 18 months old. In high school, my body was coming to an end. I took a break for a year, which is really weird. People don't usually quit gymnastics. It's not really a sport you come back from, but I took a break for a year because I just needed a mental break, a physical break. And now after coming back, I've been honestly pretty healthy since. I had 3 reconstructive foot surgeries in that off break. But now, I mean, I feel old this year. I feel like I'm getting there, but it's just like a lot of creaks. I'm pretty healthy otherwise.
Do you have plans after graduation in May?
Yes. So I'm moving to Europe for a while, and I don't know what I'm going to do there. My plan is to kind of just not have a plan, but gymnastics-wise, I'm going to be done.
Okay, so you've done a lot of traveling, obviously, for gymnastics, but also you went to the ESPYs and everything. Where's the coolest place that you've traveled?
My favorite place is probably Australia. I went with my brother and my grandparents, and they were on a work trip, so my brother and I were younger. We were just kind of there for 2 weeks doing whatever we wanted, and that was so fun. It's so pretty there.
You've got a big following on social media. How has that kind of impacted just your everyday life now?
I kind of started doing it as a joke. I was like, it started on my spam account. I was like, I'm just going to talk to the people. And then they started talking back. And now I told one of my friends from home, I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to post 3 videos a day. I honestly didn't think it was going to be successful, but I was like, I'm just going to be a TikToker. And then suddenly it became serious. And I was like, okay, I'm making money and people are actually liking me. And honestly, it's really fun. I don't see it as like a thing that I have to do. I was making vlogs since I came out of the womb, really. Like we were going back and we were looking at all my videos from when I was like 10 years old. And I'm like, hey guys. And I was like, I've really just been doing it my whole life. So now people are just watching me.
And you do a lot of hair on there. You do all your teammates' hair before competitions and meets and stuff. How did you learn to do hair?
My mom always braided my hair growing up, and I was always so strict. I would make her redo it like 10 times. I'd be like, it needs to be perfect. I need to have the crispest braids, and she would get so mad. And then I never really learned how to braid hair. I would always just like do my own hair in church and like get in trouble for doing that. And then once I came here, one of my teammates was like, can you do my braid? And I was like, sure. And I had never done it before, but she was like, don't mess up, because if you don't do it on the first try, I'm going to have bad luck. So I did her braid, and then more people just started asking me. And I never really learned other than doing it. It just kind of came naturally.
Is it a superstition now that you have to do some of their hair?
There's a few of them. I definitely have to do Olivia's hair. I definitely have to do Gabby's hair. Like, I do have to. And if their braids are wonky or weird or somebody else is doing it, they'll get superstitious. Like, I was sick 2 weeks ago, and I was still like, I can braid well.
You're still gonna braid
I still have to do it, yeah.
And, okay, if you're not competing and you're not doing anything gymnastics related, what are you doing?
I like to play pickleball. I like to be outside a lot. I like to swim. Usually if we have more than a couple of days off, though, I will leave. I'm not from Alabama, so I don't really know what I like to do around here. So usually I'll just take a flight and go somewhere, find water. I'm more of a water person. Or I'm really just hanging out with my dog most of the times.
Okay, and I have to ask, tell me about your dog.
Oh, she's perfect. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog. She just turned 2. Her name's Indy. And yeah, I bring her everywhere with me. I'll bring her to practice and put her in the locker room, or like I'll bring her to morning practice and she'll come sit out here. Like we'll go to the grocery store. Like we go everywhere together. She's awesome.
Your companion.
Yes.
So do you like to you don't like to be alone? You like to always have people around you?
Yeah, we're animals. Sometimes they talk too much. Yeah.
Okay, see, I like that. I like that. And in Auburn, where are you going if you're gonna go eat with the girls after practice or something?
Mexican food. Well, agave.
Agave?
Yes. Nobody really goes there, so we like it. We'll get like a big table and we'll stay there for hours.
What are you ordering?
It depends. Usually chimichangas. Sometimes I like everything. We have a lot of Mexican food in Arizona. I don't think the Mexican food here is as good, but I like the vibes of Mexican restaurants.
You've been here for your entire college career. How has that changed you as a person from the 18-year-old girl that moved all the way to the middle of nowhere, kind of Alabama? How has that changed you as a person?
I think a lot of it has just changed my perspective, just meeting so many people that come from everywhere and just have been through different things. Like I feel like it's really just given me perspective of like how you don't know what somebody's going through, how to treat people, like just all the different kinds of people. It's been really fun to learn about.
Well, thank you so much for letting us get to know a little bit more about you, not just kind of the surface of what everybody gets to see.
Of course.
I'll be back next week with another edition of On the Front Row with Faith. Thanks for watching, and War Eagle.